Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And before I get onto the ugly face of South Africa, known as the ANC racist government, I just want to tell you that tonight at 8 p.m. Johannesburg time, we have a lovely little break from all the crap that's going on in South Africa. We're going to have three A-class, first-class singers on, singing and lightening up your evening. Okay, so put on your dancing shoes because you probably want to dance to some of the songs that they sing. We got Winston Katsia, who you would know, he's our resident musician. We got Hanley Stelly, who's a blind musician who sings like an angel, and Melissa Smith, whose voice you probably heard in the teaser ad I put up on the 2020 channel. Absolutely beautiful singer. So three great singers. Now, let's get on to the reality of what South Africa is all about. Well, it appears that the judicial system, right to the top, right to the Constitutional Court, is now biased and racist. The R word. The entire judicial system is now plagued with racist decisions. And I'll explain to you why. Johannesburg. Tourism Minister Mameloko Kobei-Ngubane has welcomed the Constitutional Court's dismissal of a challenge brought against her department's criteria for COVID-19 relief. Now, let's remember what was getting people really in a pickle was the fact that that funding relief would only go to black compliant businesses in the tourism industry, i.e. BEE and BBBEE compliant companies. For those of you who don't understand what that all means, what it means is that those tourism businesses have to have at least 51% black ownership. Below that, and you get diddly squat in funding relief for the lockdown period. And do you know who the main beneficiaries of this are? The ANC cadres, the politicians, their friends and their families, because they are normally the ones who are brought in as the shareholder with the 51%. So what the black elite, the black privileged are doing is they're using this funding relief to exclusively benefit themselves. That is basically what this is all about. And all those white tourism-based businesses are left without getting 1 cent. And the tragedy is that most of these white businesses employ a large number of blacks. So those blacks who've been without work now for several months are probably sitting there in the location, the township, starving. So this is more than racism. This is exclusism. The money is only going to the black privileged ANC politicians and their mates. That is actually what is going on. So let's continue with what they say here. On Friday, the Constitutional Court dismissed Trade Union Solidarity's urgent application for direct access to the court, saying it was not in the best interests of justice to hear it at this stage. Solidarity wanted the court to hear its case, which sought to declare as unconstitutional the Tourism Department's COVID-19 directive, which sets out that BBBEE will be a consideration when providing financial relief to small businesses. The Apex Court has, however, concluded that there was insufficient grounds raised for a direct appeal to the court on an urgent basis. This may, however, not be the end of the dispute, with Solidarity still having the option to ventilate the matter in court. The tourism minister said in a statement that the decision of the Constitutional Court is consistent with their views that Solidarity's case lacks merit and moral standing. Lacks moral standing! Can you believe it? Here they exclude a significant part of the tourism industry based on the color of their skin, and they suggest that Solidarity lack moral standing. Well, I'll tell you, tourism minister, You don't have a moral compass. You are a piece of shit. And you know what you can do? You can pog my horn. Now, you're a tourism minister. You go and work out what that means. Okay, let's get back to racist ANC South Africa. She further called on Solidarity and Afriforum to give the department the space to focus on the provisions of release to distressed beneficiaries to help the sector recover. Which part of the sector? The black privileged sector. Her mates in tourism. That's what she's talking about. Ministry spokesperson Shlangiwe Labani Nkota said, "We have always maintained that the design of our programs are guided by the principles of equity and justice." Okay, can someone please explain to me how equity and justice relates to a race-based funding of tourism businesses to relieve the financial issues related to this lockdown set up by the ANC government in response to the COVID-19 pandemic? If that's equity and justice, then I'm Father Christmas. Tourism is one of the sectors hardest hit by the impact of the COVID-19, with borders and interprovincial travel halted as part of the national lockdown measures. Well, I don't know what to add to that, but this is, for those of you who don't live in South Africa, this ANC government has gone completely feral. They are making it harder and harder and harder for the minority groups, including Indians, whites, and coloureds as well. Coloureds not so much, but definitely Indians and whites. They're making it very hard for them to survive in South Africa. It's like living in a concentration camp right now, without any benefits at all. No human rights, and the rest of the world and the world media, guess what they're doing? They're sitting on their hands. They couldn't give a proverbial. You know, they are just complete disgrace and fake news. This is the only channel where you will find out the truth of what's going on in South Africa. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe.